Right. What's popping? What's popping? We here.
Yeah.
What's going on? We here with RKT Appraisals in the building.
All right. Okay.
What's going on, guys? How's life? How's all the shit going?
It's going.
Yeah,
shit is going well.
That's what's up. So today's topic is preparing for Doomsday. So what is Doomsday? It just sounds scary. You gotta tell us what's going on.
All right, so that's the thing. Like when it comes to Doomsday, you have to understand it's not as scary as it sounds if you prep for it correctly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, when somebody thinks about Doomsday, thinking about something catastrophic, the end of the world, something towards that nature, to that extent, right? And the truth is, it can be that. But it doesn't have to be that. The less you prepare for it, though, the more it will seem like that to you. You know, so I would say as far as preparation for Doomsday, there's just certain things that you can do, you could put in place to it when these things do happen. You're better off. Not saying that you're going to be great, but you're going to be better off than a lot of people.
Right.
You know,
but what is Doomsday? What is that? What is that?
Basically, it's like the end of the world. Basically.
Oh shit!
It's like the end of the world.
Oh shit! We about to go in today.
No. Come on, man. It can't be that simple. Because if it's truly the end of the world, then we ain't got nothing to worry about.
No. So when I say end of the world, I'm talking about in the Matrix, in this society. I'm not saying that the world.
Nigga, go in, describe it. That's what I'm trying to explain.
Okay, I got you. So when I say the end of the world, I'm talking about an EMP. I'm talking about an electric magnetic pulse. I'm talking about there's no more all the technology that we have, all the devices we have. We're going back to the Stone Age. Can you survive that? Can you survive without your cell phone? Can you survive without your laptop? Can you survive? All the cars today, most of the cars today are electronic. Can you survive without your car? How can you survive without these things? And the question is, can you? But the truth is, because we're so immune to it, we're so used to it that we may not know how to function without it.
That's a fact.
That's the problem. And so
you know what's crazy? Real quick, I cut you off, but while you were saying that, I remember there was a video that came out years ago before the whole pandemic thing happened, before the whole COVID-19 shit happened, where they was talking about COVID-19 happening, like a pandemic happening and all this other stuff. Now, there was another video that surfaced at somewhere. I can't remember. I saw it on TikTok or whatever, but they were talking about like a cyber attack, meaning like the computers, internet, electricity finished, like for how, I don't know how long or whatever it is, like that. So like what you were saying, that is like some doomsday shit, like end of the world type shit. But yeah, go ahead. That just made me think about that shit again.
Absolutely, exactly to my point. Because and that's pretty much what the end of our world is.
Right.
Not saying that the earth is gonna blow up, but that's the end of our world.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? But then it's just about how do you survive that? Can you survive that? What are you putting into place to make sure these things happen? Now the truth is your money's can still help you, but it's only gonna take you but so far. Whoever seen you guys seen Titanic?
Right.
When Rose's husband, when he made a deal with one of the guys on the ship, I think it was the captain, but one of the people that worked on the ship, and then when the boats was going down, he was like, "Yo, your money don't mean nothing to me no more. We all going down."
Exactly.
How could you survive without the resources that we have today? Do you know how to hunt? Most people still eat meat. Can you go out there and kill a deer?
Right.
Can you go out there and do the things necessary to survive? Can you do you know how to use a firearm if you have to? Do you have the necessities in your house? Do you have your non-perishables that you're gonna need?
Right.
Do you know how to use? Do you know how to make a fire? Do you know how to do any of these things?
Yo, I got 4 cans of Spam in the cabinet right now.
Listen. I just got used to ironing my own clothes, so I don't know how to do any of that shit. What you're talking about? God damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, man.
No, but you're right though. That's the type of shit that people don't think about. And I think even what happened is, if you notice, when the whole COVID-19 shit was going heavy, and everybody had to be in the house, people was losing their minds.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? That was just that. So imagine, some other shit where there's no electricity, no internet. You can't do, is all of that shit is shut down. Then what? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Exactly. Nobody ever thought COVID was going to happen, but it happened. And it lasted like for almost 3 years. It technically still is happening.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
The blackout, I think it was back in like 2003, if I'm not mistaken. It was a blackout.
Mm-hmm.
It was during the summertime, so everybody was outside. Everybody was sleeping on porches, and it was hot.
Yep. Yo, a nigga got shot right in front of our apartment building.
Right. You know what I'm
saying? Like there was literally a trail of blood from our apartment doorway to the fucking sidewalk. Like
that's
straight
crazy.
down.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's just the tip of the iceberg.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So imagine 5 years from now, 10 years from now. You never know what's gonna happen, but the thing is, you have to be ready for it. How long could you go out without certain things? Mm-hmm. How long could you go without your cell phone? Honestly, fellas.
Right. 5 minutes.
You see what I'm saying?
Some real shit.
As we go deeper into the future when it comes to technology, we're losing our natural instincts day by day.
That's a fact.
Get in the car. Right?
That's a fact.
If you ask somebody for directions, you're automatically going to your GPS system,
right,
and typing it in. How could you use the map if you need to?
Right, facts, real shit.
Yeah.
And Art, did you guys see the PSA video last month talking about what if scenario if a nuclear attack were to happen in New York City? Yeah, I remember, Miles, you sent me that shit. And I'm like, what the fuck are they even talking about? I'm like, why are we talking about this? And I'm like,
send that out.
Something going on. Maybe if we talking about this shit, that's crazy. Yeah. Shout out to my dude K-Zag and 20 in the building.
I gotta check that out. I didn't see that. I didn't see it. I gotta check that out.
Guys who don't have financial intelligence. That's a fact. No, there was a video where they was like, if a nuclear thing were to happen, take these precautions. And we're like, what? Like, what the fuck? Like, why are we even talking about this shit? So I'm thinking there might be something that might happen, which is why they're even saying this in the first place.
Right. To prepare you.
Right. So I think what's interesting about what you're saying is that, shit could go down and we're totally not prepared for shit to go down.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. You know what? Fuck out of here, Kayleen, because listen, if the world were to come to an end, all we got to do is depend on our strong, independent females.
They'll save the day. That's
they could do bad all by themselves. So if shit really get that bad, I could just go hang out with them.
Right.
See what I'm saying? They could do it all, baby. They could do it all. They got their own car. They got their own job. They make their own money. They could do bad all by themselves. They strong and independent. So I'm gonna go hang out with the bitches. That's where I'm going.
King Ike said, "What are your thoughts on owning gold/silver coins?"
What would you say about that, Rashidi?
I mean, ultimately, it goes. I mean, that's old school. So where that's something that holds value over time. I mean, but to Katie's point, if the world's ending, not gonna be worrying about gold and silver coins. But eventually, it will get back to that because once civilization starts getting back to somewhat normalcy over time, that person that holds on to them gold coins and silver coins are going to be the rich ones when everything starts to develop back up again.
Exactly.
So it will be important at some point. Just in that moment, it won't be important.
Right. See, I want to make it clear that there's a difference between having stock in gold and silver and actually having the precious, like actually having a fucking chest buried in concrete like John Wick in the bottom of your fucking basement.
Right.
Let's be clear, because a lot of people talk about, oh yeah, I own gold and silver. No, nigga, you got stock in gold and silver, which is electronic. So if the EMP hit, your connection to that gold and silver means absolutely nothing. But the nigga that got bricks and plates of gold and silver in his basement on some John Wick shit, that's the nigga that's really wealthy. Because when you want it like that, then you could literally say this is a brick of gold.
Right.
You could just be like, hey nigga, I need you to protect my family and I give you this brick of gold, or give me this house and I give you this brick of gold, because gold is super malleable. It carries electricity very well and all that shit. Right. That's why and another precious metal that's good to own too is copper. That's why niggas be stripping copper wiring out of old houses and shit like that and selling it. You know what I'm saying? So precious metal is going to be important basically anything to help us get back to some sort of societal norm that's what's going to be important. So precious metals and supplies like clean drinkable water and all that type of shit. But see, the bottom line is, man, like this I don't know. I guess this episode ain't really about money and more about a mindset, because like you said, you got to know how to read a map, right? You got to understand where the sun rises in the east and sets in the west and all that type of shit. Like, you got to know certain things about nature. And that's why I always talk about nature. That's why look, let me tell y'all something, man. If shit was to really hit the fan, what do I like? What do you, am I going to ask you what you identify as?
Right. Exactly. Right. It don't even matter. It's like, right. We don't give a fuck about that shit.
Like, if shit really hit the fucking fan, what do I? So wait. So you're cisgendered, but you were born. No, get the fuck out of here.
Right.
None of that matters.
Trying to do is survive, nigga.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about the hurricane.
Get the fuck out of here. You understand what I'm saying? But see, that's how you know that we are way too convenient right now. Like, life is super fucking convenient where niggas don't have nothing to focus on. So they start to ponder the dumbest fucking shit. Like, well, what am I? Am I a unicorn? Or like, you know what I'm saying? Like, dumb shit, bro. Dumb shit.
Right.
Yeah, I was thinking about the hurricane that's coming, and the one that just left Puerto Rico not too long ago.
Right.
You know, saying like, dozens of homes got destroyed, like crazy landfills. It was bad out there in Puerto Rico. I don't know how bad it's going to be in Florida. Anybody who's in Florida, get prepared, because I heard it's going to be crazy.
Right.
Hurricane that's coming. But point is that
insurance.
Exactly. Exactly. But have some home insurance and flood insurance. Make sure you have these things in place. And just in general, guys, we have to understand something. Because we don't know what tomorrow brings, on all levels, you must be prepared. And to the guy that was talking about the coins, the gold and silver, just kind of expand on that. 100%, you need to have some gold and silver in the future. Because think about it, like the Federal Reserve note is supposed to be backed up by gold, because the dollar, technically, it's not a real thing.
Right.
We use it as a currency, but as time goes into the future, as we get more and more into the digital age, the value of the dollar is going to continue to decrease. So only the biggest assets are going to be like your home, which is property. Silver and gold is going to be another asset, because these are tangible things.
Right.
Paper is not going to be one of them. So yes, you need some silver and gold to move forward in the future. But in general, like, you need to still know how to like be a human. At the end of the day, you have to realize you don't know what's going to happen, so you got to get ready for all costs. I don't know how to use a firearm, but do I think it's necessary for the future? 100%.
Right.
Because there's going to be the haves and the have-nots, and the have-nots are not going to be friendly. They're not.
They're already not friendly. So
they're already not. So you got to, by any means necessary, you got to know how to be equipped with these things. Do you know how to use a knife? Do you know like I said, do you know how to create a fire? I'm a vegan, so I don't got to worry about cutting anything down. I can go and get some leaves in the forest and eat. I'm good.
Out of here.
Good to go.
Hit the fucking fan, and all of the agriculture's fucked because the land is filled with radiation.
Yeah, no, you're right. But what I'm saying is this:
your ass is gonna be online with the rest of us.
No. What I'm saying is this: there's levels to it.
Fuck out of here. Y'all vegan niggas is done too. Y'all fucking all of y'all non-identifying niggas, y'all vegan niggas. Every last one of y'all niggas that claim some type of political stance in the way eat and in the way you do this and the way you identify, y'all niggas is done.
Why you say that?
Why you say that? Why you say that? Why you say that? Because if the word, it's not just gonna be an EMP. Let's just say it's not just an EMP. Let's just say it's a fucking nuclear bomb or some fucked up shit that scorches the earth. You're done.
No. From that perspective, yes, you're right.
Exactly.
Even before we get to that level, I'm talking about the person who can't even go a week without going to McDonald's.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about right now. Yes, you're right. To that degree, you're right. Well, we are all done. But I'm talking about I'm already mentally set to go on that journey.
Fact.
I already do intermittent fasting. I already go this times when I went
real shit.
I already went days without eating. I know how this works, where I'm surviving off of straight water.
Right.
I've been there. So
Right.
trust me when I tell you, it's different levels to it.
Well, you know what I do? I take cold showers, nigga.
No, that's real. No, that's real. That's a real thing.
Right.
That's a real thing.
That's a real thing. Facts.
That's a real thing.
When the power goes out and they can't heat the water, I'm straight because I've been taking cold showers. You feel me? So
because you know what it is? It's like when people grew up poor and they had to eat like sugar sandwiches and shit and all that other goofy shit.
Right.
Like if you're able to do that, then you're able to survive in situations. This is, you know, what's the funny part? This is why niggas couldn't survive the COVID shit. Not even necessarily the sickness, but the actual staying inside. Fucking shit was locked down. Like they went crazy because they never been in any situation that seemed like a challenge.
yeah.
And so when a challenge comes up, they don't know how to fucking act. They lose their minds.
Right. And truthfully, that's the real way to prepare for a doomsday situation. Be able to be versatile in how you maneuver and how you live this thing called life. You know what I'm saying? Because some of us, we're too protected. We're way too protected. Like every time you shower, you take a warm shower. Every time. Yo, bro, the other day, let's just say I had some company over and I took a warm shower. Nigga. You know how? No, because when I tell you I've been taking cold showers, bro, I've been literally doing it for like the last month and a half. I'm not even joking. Like religious to the point where I used to could shower twice a day. Now I only shower once a day because I'm too scared to get in the fucking cold. But the other day I had some company and we went in the shower and I took a warm, bro. You know how good that shit felt? Oh my God. Like it wasn't even about the company. I was just standing there in the warm water like, oh God, it feels so good. But seriously, on some doomsday shit though, like understanding how to operate in less than comfortable situations.
Right.
It's super important. And that's why, look, bro, that's why COVID was so important the other day. Because I started doing more videos during COVID than I ever did before. And one of my first videos that I did during COVID was the title was called Survival of the Fittest.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And most people these days, you know, like, let's just say we're all in the shit. Like we're all on the front lines and niggas is dropping food. Like the government is dropping food from the sky and they drop packs of food. And let me hear one of y'all niggas talking about, do you have any vegan options? You know what? All you vegan niggas, y'all not gonna eat. Fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? I don't want anything that comes from an animal. Okay. No, nigga, you just gonna starve. Get the fuck out of here. You understand what I'm saying? So the thing is, I mean, it's cool while we here and while we have the conveniences to enjoy it, but always remember that, like, especially for men, there's things we gotta do, bro. Like there's situations that we gonna have to contend with to protect our people, to protect our family, to protect ourselves. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like on some real shit, Kayleen, you know, and I'm sure you're not the only one, but for the fact that you don't know how to handle a firearm, like I think you should change that, bro. I think you should.
I need to do that shit too. I never.
Oh no, that's happened. That's happening ASAP.
Nah, you got to do it, bro. You gotta at least know where the bullet goes. Like, you know.
I mean, I know the basics, bro. I know how to load a firearm, bro. I'm just not at the gun range every week like I should be. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So, but yeah, cold showers, like always have at least a couple cans of food, always have at least a couple bottles of water in the back, like always have a can of gasoline. You know what I'm saying? Like certain things, bro. Like you don't need to be on no, you don't need to necessarily be on no, what's the fuck that nigga name from InfoWars?
Alex Jones,
right? You don't necessarily need to be on no Alex Jones shit, but like you said, at least know how to build a fire, bro. At least know how to fucking read a map. At least know how to do one or two things, so you could get with a group of other niggas that might know how to do something that you don't know how to do, and y'all can make moves. Like, you feel me? Because, man, look, like I always keep a lighter with me, and I always keep a knife with me. You understand what I'm saying?
Essential tools that's necessary.
Yeah, I always got to be able to cut something, not necessarily someone, but I always need to be able to cut something, and I always need to be able to start a fire.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So I keep shit like that on me. You know what I'm saying? So, but again, it's like as men, especially, like we have to be prepared for less than convenient situations, bro. Because the women and children, I was thinking about that shit just this morning. I was like, think about how alone God is.
Mm-hmm.
And however you want to think about it, whether you're religious or not, but just think about the figure of God and think about how, I didn't say lonely. Notice I didn't say lonely, but think about how alone he is, for the fact that you're that being that knows all, sees all, manages all, does, you're everywhere. Right. But at the same time, think about him as a singular creature and how alone he is. Right. And then transfer that same type of that line of thinking to what a man is to a family.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're the leader, you're the provider, you're the protector. You do all those, you thinking logically about all the things that affect your family from the top down.
Right.
You understand? Like all the responsibilities is yours. You're alone. You ain't lonely, family, but you're alone in the realm of responsibility. You see what I'm saying? So that's why, as a man, you had, like you said, bro, learn how to use a firearm, learn how to start a fire, understand direction, maps, whatever it is. Like, it's real shit out here, man. It's real.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, your family gonna look at, if something goes down, everybody gonna look at you.
Right.
Like, what are we gonna do? And you gotta have those answers. You can't not know how to do it.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Let's look at this question. He says, King Yak says, has society gotten better or worse? Seems like a lot of people are struggling more and more globally. What y'all think?
Yeah, that's. I won't say that's a trick question, but society has gotten better in terms of technology and intelligence,
right? And convenience.
In terms of pure survival skills, exactly. But in terms of pure survival skills, we've gotten worse. Because to everybody's point on the podcast, with all this technology and convenience going on, a lot of these kids don't know how to start a fire. A lot of these kids don't know how to critically think, because everything is automated, and everything's automated to tell you how to do stuff. So now you don't think about stuff.
Right.
So something as simple as before, back in the day, we had to figure out a lot of stuff. Like Katie's point earlier, we didn't have GPS. We had to go to the gas station and get a map. And if we didn't have enough money to buy the map, we'd ask the gas station attendant, like, yo, how do you get here? And he'd be like, all right, go down here. You're gonna make 2 lefts and this street, and boom, and we found it. You know what I mean? We had the MapQuest days. But today, you get lost in your own neighborhood because you got to use a GPS. Right. You know what I mean? Like, so that's the reality of the situation, is that it is getting worse for people in terms of financial, because the cost, everything keeps going up naturally. But intelligence wise, we're getting smarter, but to a certain degree, it's actually making us dumber.
And also comfort makes us weaker too, because when shit is comfortable and shit, and you don't really have to do much to get certain things done, then it weakens your ability as yourself to make shit happen. So it's like, just like you said, if you could go on your phone, you got access to the phone to order something online to bring to your house. Now, if you didn't have the phone, right, and there was no electricity, then you would have to go out and find some food. You see what I'm saying? And then let's say there's no electricity, so all of the things in the supermarket are getting spoiled or whatever, then you got to really be like, where the fuck am I eat at? You see what I'm saying? And then that becomes a whole nother issue. You see what I mean? So then then because of that, because other people aren't eating, then people are getting hostile. So now you got to deal with the hostile people because ain't nobody eating. You see what I mean? It's like it's a snowball effect that if people don't realize that can really damage situations. You see what I mean? It's crazy. Fucking crazy.
If your phone was to die right now, right? Would you be able to call Miles or myself?
Exactly. I wouldn't. I don't even got a phone in the house. There's no payphones nowhere.
There's no landline.
There's no landlines anymore. They literally took out the last one in New York a couple of years ago. They took out the last phone, right? Payphone. I don't remember anybody's number.
Right.
Hey Zach, and he mentioned that earlier in the chat.
Right.
He talked about the fact that he stopped memorizing people's phone numbers.
Imagine the phones went out and the internet was gone. Then what?
That's it.
That is doomsday.
That's it.
Like that's 2 simple things like that. Because now, what's gonna stop somebody from coming and freaking bust your head open? Because you can't call the cops. You ain't got no phone,
bro. Think about your stove.
Right.
Your stove. There's no real fire coming out of your stove anymore. It's just a hot surface.
Right. Exactly. Right.
You can't cook, bro. So you literally you're gonna have to get a car rim and put some charcoal in there and try to look. That's one of the reasons why I like gasless barbecue. I like charcoal barbecue because it throughout the I'm the type of nigga. I'm the nigga that cooks at my family reunion, right? And throughout the years, I've always been the one to bring the charcoal and the matches and the shit to start the fire and all that shit. And I've always enjoyed that because it's always given me a reason to always practice starting a fire.
Right.
You know, said to the point where the last time I went out to a cabin, you know, with some more company. I had a little cabin getaway, and I was able to start the fire in the fireplace. You see what I'm saying? And all of that type of shit. So it means something. It may not see the problem with like society is that because we have all these convenience and we take it for granted. It's like, nigga, shut the fuck up. Why you need to know how to start a fire for? That's stupid.
Right.
I feel you, bro. I feel you because truthfully, we all live in lavish, even homeless niggas. We all live in lavish because society is that good where even homeless niggas find convenience. Like, bro, a homeless nigga came up to me in Walmart the other day and he didn't ask me to buy him some bread and milk. The nigga asked me to buy him a case of Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Like the fact that he even had an opportunity to have a choice.
I can't. I'm getting like, could you get me, a loaf of bread and some cheese?
Right.
The nigga said, I just need a case of Mike's Hard Lemonade, bro.
Wow.
And he was like, I'm homeless, bro. Could you help me out? And he had a couple of dollars in his hand. And he was like, here, you want it? And I was like, nah, bro, you good. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, that's what I'm saying. Even homeless people are living lavish.
Mm-hmm.
Where you're not asking for basic necessities. Oh, hold up. Before we left the Walmart, because if anybody knows how Walmart is set up, the alcoholic shit is in the back of Walmart, the back of the food section.
Right.
Me being the nice guy that I am, because I feel like I'm blessed. I feel like I'm in a good position. And if somebody asks me to directly help them, I will help them. I won't put money in your hand, but I'll help you. So the fact that he was asking me to buy him something, that made me say, all right, cool. No problem, brother. So on the way out of the store, I said to him, do you need anything else? Because once we get to the front, that's it, bro.
Right.
And he was like, I need some Axe body spray too, bro.
Are you serious?
Wow. What are you doing with Axe though? Wow.
Bro, I bought this nigga a case of raspberry grape Mike's Hard Lemonade and Axe body spray. A homeless nigga.
Right.
So think of how good we are doing as a society where the homeless niggas is asking for alcoholic beverages and body spray.
Exactly, right.
Not a bar of soap, not toothpaste or toothbrush. Nigga, Axe body spray so I could floss for the hose while I'm homeless.
Right, exactly, right.
You see what I'm saying? Funny. But anyway, let's get to this question. Art says, how would the pecking order be in these times and how fast will people die out and from which demographics? Well, I think the MMA fighters would last the longest.
Right. Facts. That's a fact.
The MMA fighters and the athletes would last the longest.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. I agree. Their endurance, their stamina, 100%.
Right.
Yeah, because when they see you, because here, if everything goes to shit, guess what's going to be the first thing to happen? All the city niggas is going to rush to the supermarkets to get whatever food is left on the shelves.
Right. Exactly.
If the last piece of food is on the shelf and you reach for it and an MMA nigga reach for it,
it's a wrap.
unless you got that firearm.
Right. This is a wrap. That's what I'm saying. It's crazy, bro. Like, it's like the convenience is great, but it's like the shit got to be kept up because as soon as the convenience ain't there, it's a fucking wrap, bro. It's a fucking y'all like niggas think COVID was nothing, bro.
Yo, COVID was nothing, bro.
COVID was nothing. That's nothing. You would listen. If they shut this shit down, it's a fucking wrap. All they need to shut down is this and this fucking internet. Yep. It's over.
Yo, COVID was a fucking vacation compared to like most things.
Like, yo, I just hope they don't ever do that. Like,
even to kind of expand on what you guys are saying, that's another thing. Health is super important as far as stamina, endurance. We're talking about the MMAs and athletes. Like, we don't have to be them, but it can't be to where we can't run or we can't do a pull up or a push. Like we have to be on some. That's why like even for myself, I work out not daily. I would say every other day, but I keep up with myself. It's important, super important.
Right.
Not just yourself, but if you know what I'm saying, you got a shorty. You know what I'm saying? You got a family. Making sure they stay in healthy too as well.
Right.
Making sure they do some type of workout to exercise. The simplest thing. If you can't do push-ups and pull-ups, walk. Make sure you're walking.
Right.
Doing something just to keep up. Because you never know.
Because if none of the cars is working, you can't call an Uber, and you trying to walk to the nearest farm to try to get some food, or you gonna have to walk miles, nigga. Like, bro, I walk Monday through Friday. I walk like 5 miles Monday through Friday, every day, Monday through Friday. I walk 5 miles, and then I pick either Sunday or Saturday, and I walk like 3 miles. You understand? And then I rest one day. But I've been doing that shit because I'm not trying to get old and fucked up where I can't even move my legs, bro. Like it's really, really serious out here, man. Like it's it's crazy, man. But you really think of where shit can go. It's really crazy, bro.
You can understand, Pete. We already have the internet, phones, access to all of this shit, and people still can't get it together. So imagine without it, it's gonna be a catastrophe. So it's crazy. So yeah, this is actually a good thing to think about, because truth be told, think about this. Back in 2018, 2019, no one would have expected or thought that in 2020 that whole shit would have happened. Nobody. I don't think anybody would have expected that to happen. Right. So who the fuck knows what could happen next year? You understand what I'm saying? Or next month? Like we don't fucking know. So it's not far-fetched to be prepared, because before people be like, man, that's bullshit. That'll never happen. Blah blah blah. And then it's like, nigga, you have no idea, bro. You don't know what the fuck happened out here. niggas could be like, yo, we're just gonna, we just decided we're just gonna bring back slavery, like in the United States. Like fuck it, like all y'all niggas, just, you know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna do all that shit, and who knows? We don't fucking know. So you gotta understand and be prepared. I think it's like be prepared for anything.
Be prepared for anything.
You know
That's facts.
Be prepared for it all.
And practicing less than, like I said, less than comfortable or less than convenient situations.
Exactly.
Is always better. And you know what I started doing the other day too? I live on the 5th floor of my building. I've been taking the stairs every day. I haven't been in the elevator in my building for the last 3 weeks. Okay. And it's funny because whenever the elevators are not working, they send out an email and let you know when the elevators are not working. And it feels so good that the news of the elevator not working doesn't affect me.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because I'll be huffing and puffing by the time I get to the top, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But understanding, it builds a certain level of strength, for you to be adaptable to less than convenient situations, because that's why so many niggas is so sassy these days, bro. That's why niggas is so emotional these days, because life is so fucking convenient that we have the luxury of being soft. And when you're soft, and then there's 1 second where you don't get exactly what you want when you want it, you start to complain.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You order something off of fucking Grubhub and it comes out cold, and you're like, God damn it, these fucking Grubhub guys, they can't deliver food fast enough. It tastes like shit. Come on, guys. It's like, nigga, what was you doing before there was Grubhub?
Right, exactly.
You could take your ass and go get it your fucking self, didn't you? You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking to you, Lucario.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact. I'll be the one complaining. I'll be ordering McDonald's. They be forgetting my sweet and sour sauce. I'll be tight. That shit ruined my whole night. I'll be like, nigga, how many all these chicken nuggets with no sweet and sour sauce? That's the only struggle I want to be in. I don't want all that other shit. I'm good. I'm struggling.
That's what I'm saying, man. So, take your, look, hopefully shit won't go to shit. And in the meantime, before shit goes to shit, you still need some insurance. You still need some life insurance. Still need to get your financial situation in order, man. So make sure you holler at Rashidi and Kaleem at RKT Appraisals, www.rktappraisals.com, or call 973-420-5028 to get with these guys to really get your shit on as far as your financials. However, if shit do hit the fan, you won't be able to call RKT Appraisals. So you're going to have to fend for your fucking self. And hopefully you won't run into an MMA fighter. Okay? All righty then.
Y'all want to say anything before we wrap it up?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Just be aware. You know, stop living too convenient. And then also check out the site. We can book consultations now, so you can actually go on there and actually book an appointment live with us. It's a half an hour consultation, so don't hesitate. Just book that appointment. You don't even have to call us. Just go to the site and book the appointment.
Okay, and that's free, right? Free consultation.
Correct.
Yes, sir. All right, that's free. That's free for all you cheap niggas. Notice we said free. All right now.
Right. So Dude said, "Would looks matter in an apocalypse?" You gotta have the jawline, nigga. You gotta have the jawline.
You gotta have that. Matter of fact, you gotta have a strong jaw, because you're gonna get in tussles with nigga over that last steak in the supermarket.
Exactly.
Even the last steak, nigga, you're gonna get in a tussle over the last can of pork and beans.
Exactly right.
And Kayleen gonna be like, you couldn't find some vegetarian beans, bro?
Exactly right.
Come on, man.
Exactly.
Yo,
oh my goodness.
You're a fool. Now, one last thing I would say. Question: you guys know how to drive stick shift?
Nah, you nigga. I don't know how to drive, nigga.
Yo, like in theory, I know how to drive stick shift, but I never had the opportunity to learn, bro.
And see, shit like that gotta change.
Shit like that gotta change. That's a fact.
I don't know how to drive because
that's a fact.
You have to get away from some niggas.
Yeah, and all we got stick shift cars, and we all looking at each other like we crazy, like we beginners now.
The only thing I can ride a bike though. I got a bicycle and I can ride it.
You know they're coming out with cars that drive themselves. Y'all know about that shit, right?
Driving cars.
Yeah.
So that's gonna make us even more lazy. And
I'm not gonna trust it.
Exactly. I'm not fucking with them things.
Yeah, me neither.
They're gonna set it to crash for black people. They're gonna be like, oh. I'm telling you, I ain't fucking with these niggas. Like, all right, we're about to be out of here. We holler at y'all next week. Peace. Right. We gone. We out.